All right. So this is the third year that I get the chance to speak to you all. I've done a couple things different. I'm ditching the note cards and I ditched the earring. And it is Groundhog Day, Steve, but this is my last opportunity to speak to you all as outgoing president of AGC of California. It's crazy to think that I've been involved in AGC of California leadership for over almost 10 years. And this decade has been one of transformation. For me personally, and as a leader, for our team and our business at Royal Electric, and for our association, AGC of California. 10 years ago, I gave horrible advice to a young female project manager who worked for me. I told her, always be the smartest person in the room. Ugh, cringe. Can you even imagine? What an exhausting standard to live up to. But at that time, I thought it's what she needed to do to succeed as a woman in construction. It's what I had needed to do to succeed as a woman in construction. Always do your homework. Know all the facts. Prove to everybody that you know what you're talking about. Never let them catch you off guard. It didn't start this way. Early in my career, there were plenty of people willing to help train me. It wasn't until I got into leadership roles that the pushback started, and I constantly had to prove myself, prove my worthiness, hide my shortcomings, and certainly never make a mistake. In a world where women are told not to be too much, I was fighting to get a seat at the table, fighting my own imposter syndrome, and balancing my drive to succeed with my desire to try to fit in. I'm sure there are plenty of women in the room tonight who know exactly what I'm talking about. They made a Barbie movie that grossed over $1 billion, so I know I'm not alone, and I know our industry isn't unique. There's a really big difference between working hard to solve challenges and working hard to survive in your own organization. It's impossible and extremely isolating to keep that up for long, which is why we currently have terms like quiet quitting or the great breakup. People in greater numbers than ever in director and manager positions, and women at a higher rate than men, are quitting their companies and leaving their industries, widening the workforce shortage, the leadership gap, and the gender gap even more. That young lady I told you about, she actually credits me in my horrible advice as helping her succeed, but here's the thing, at what cost? She didn't stay with our company. She went on to two of our competitors before starting her own company. This is a trend that our industry cannot afford. For me, it was my loyalty to our team at Royal and to the legacy of our family business that kept me in the game. But I know not everybody has this motivation, and I knew things needed to change. Instead of giving up, I got inspired. I also turned 40 and stopped giving as much of a crap about what people thought of me. It's pretty liberating. I got vulnerable, willing to show my strengths and my weaknesses, and trusting myself that whatever came my way, I had the experience and the intelligence to figure it out. I worked really hard to create an environment where myself and others could be their authentic selves. I will forever be grateful to my husband, Darren, and to Carrie, my best friend and biggest ally at work, for supporting me during this time. What I saw was that as I began to change, things began to change for the better around me, and I knew we needed to transform how we operated as a whole company. Today, our mission at Royal is to transform the culture of construction. And we do that through building people, building relationships, and building projects. And we prioritize them in that order. Meanwhile, simultaneously, AGC of California was also undergoing a change. For almost 100 years, we had been successful as the voice of the construction industry, but we knew we needed to shift to be successful for the next 100 years. Over the last 6 years, under the leadership of Peter and with the commitment of the amazing AGC staff, and with the engagement and support of all of our volunteer members who have served this association, we've been transforming how we do business. We also started with a new mission at AGC of California, which is, we believe the construction industry is vital to the success of California. Together, our members actively create opportunities to build and strengthen our state. And we do this by shaping policy, building industry relationships, and developing our workforce. The mission at AGC of California and the mission at Royal both center around people and connection. Construction is a people business, you all know that. The shift is from relationships and connections that are transactional to those that are genuine. We're working to create environments that value diverse perspectives, where people feel safe to be authentic and to speak up, and where we create trust and influence among each other, and ultimately results in greater collaboration and innovation than we've ever seen. And you can see that in action on our project sites and at our state board meetings. Because here's the thing, when you focus on the mission, the people, and the process, the results follow. At AGC of California and at Royal, we're working to build environments that ultimately produce high-performing teams. At Royal, our revenues have doubled, and our team has leveled up in their skill sets, their leadership, their collaboration. We've opened permanent regional offices in Dallas, Long Beach, and recently San Jose. Yeah. We continue to retain our talented people, and we easily recruit top talent from other companies because our culture is contagious and people want to be a part of it. And we continue to build strong relationships with our clients and partners that value our culture and share our passion for building projects. And I am so incredibly proud of our team at Royal for making this transformation with me. And at AGC of California, our results are just as amazing. In the last 2 years alone, AGC of California and our Ed Foundation, their combined revenue has grown over 27% to over $13 million, with a gain of 243 new members and a 14% growth in membership dues during that same time period. Also in the last 2 years, our membership engagement rate has risen to over 84%, an all-time high. Our PAC recently reached a milestone of raising over $500,000 and is on track to hit over $1 million in the 2024 election cycle. Here's one I'm super excited about. Build California has reached over 50,000 unique students since our launch in 2019. And over 3,000 students have requested Build's help seeking placement in apprenticeship programs in our state. Also recently, Build was awarded a $500,000 grant from the DIR-DAS, and in the last 2 years alone, the Ed Foundation has given out over $285,000 in scholarships and grants. These results are phenomenal. Several years ago, I learned what would happen if we got intentional about the culture of our company, and I vowed to create a better experience for the young people coming up behind us. I certainly give them better advice today than I did 10 years ago. Today, I tell them, be authentic, ask for help when you need it, always be open to learning from others, and seek to get to what's right, not who's right. Our industry faces a lot of challenges, including an uncertain economy and a crisis-level workforce shortage. But don't give up. Get inspired. Start with change yourself. Be a catalyst for changing your company by creating a mission that people can get inspired around, by being open to learning from new ideas and perspectives, and by being an ally, advocate, mentor, and sponsor to young people of all different backgrounds, so they not only join our industry, but they stay and they thrive. Be a catalyst, make your company a catalyst for change in the industry, and let AGC of California be a multiplier in helping us execute these efforts. I assure you, your whole team will level up, succession planning will get that much easier, and as an association, we will truly be creating opportunities to build and strengthen our state together. All right, in a second, I'm going to introduce our very deserving new 2024 AGC of California President. But before I do, I want to thank you all again for the opportunity to speak to you tonight, for the opportunity to serve our association and our members for the last 2 years. And I have many roles in this life, but like many of the women in this room tonight, what I hope to be remembered for this time at AGC, I hope to be remembered as a woman who loved this industry and as a woman who loves to build. Thank you.